Hey, Nomad.
You ever think
I
we'd
got
end up-
something you might find interesting.
You ready for your personal tour of Erewhon?
Just don't forget to swing by the gift shop.
Never.
Bang, bang!
Now, the naval station closed down years ago. Who are these kids?
The birds and the bees, Nomad. We've got 3 generations living on this island. If I can be blunt, I don't like you soldiers being here. It puts these kids at risk. But my old man bleeds red, white, and blue, so we'll never turn our backs on you. I can sort you out if you need any gear or supplies. You and your troops can bivouac over there. If you really get to feel froggy, you can talk to Sergeant Rowan Brown. He used to be Kiwi SAS. He likes scouting around the island for those elite troops. They call themselves wolves. Rowan likes picking fights with them. And over in our war room, we're working on our own logistics. You can usually find Mads in there. There's a Celtic engineer, Jericho, hanging around. She's worried about something big on another island. You might need to bring some friends with you on that picnic. So like I said, we will never turn our backs on you, but you better not do anything to put this community in danger.
Oh, I think you've got a hunch it's already in danger. But don't worry. I'll do my best to keep all of you safe.
Let's hope it's enough.
Would you ever see this coming?
What's the best way to customize my weapons around here?
Well, let's see. You're probably going to want a new scope, a couple of rail attachments, some bigger magazines, maybe even a new suppressor.
Huh. You know your stuff.
When we came out here, we were planning to survive.
Do you have anything you could sell me?
I don't have much, but you can take a look. I'll sell you what I can. If you need something I don't have, you can rummage through any military crates you stumble across. The more Sentinel Corp guns guarding them, the more likely you'll be interested in what they're keeping inside.
I like the way you think. Tell me about this engineer you need.
Paula Madera. She's my drone expert. She's brilliant. I can't write this program without her. I know she's still on the island, but she left Skeltec right after Sentinel arrived.
Are they after her?
I have no idea. All I can tell you is where she used to live.
That's a start. Hey, did Fox tell you who his inside source might be? Now, I don't want to press him. I'm not even 100% that he has one. But if that source gets into trouble, he could need someone to help out.
He hasn't told me, and I doubt he would respond well to a man with a gun asking him the question.
Hey, you don't have to tell me, just as long as you know.
I don't know. And it's not like him to be quiet about anything. I mean, the things that guy told me about his ex-wife, it was like listening to a guy describe a squid eating a chocolate birthday cake. Nobody needs to hear that.
So if he is keeping this secret, it must be pretty big.
Must be.
Hey, I've been hearing about that World 2.0 stuff. And maybe the world needs a software patch, but a utopia? Really?
People out there in the rest of the world, they think the Earth's dying. They have this belief in scarcity. They think that we'll run out of energy, out of space, or out of water, or anything. And that makes every day a crisis.
And World 2.0 would fix that crisis?
It was more about fixing that mentality. I wanted to show the rest of the world that with innovation, with creativity, and with a little courage, it's easy to see the universe is abundant.
And how about now?
It's still an abundant universe. That hasn't changed. Just, I thought I could keep out jealous people and the cowards.
No getting away from them.
No. I'm probably not as brave as I want to be either.
How did you buy Aroa in the first place?
I didn't buy it. I leased it. Aroa is technically part of New Zealand, but the U.S. had leased it for years.
Yeah. That's why there's the old naval station. But wouldn't it have been easier to rent a chunk of California or something? I'm sure there's a big stretch of Mojave that nobody wants.
Yeah. The abandoned naval station here piqued our interest initially, hoping we could piggyback on the Cold War infrastructure. That was a wash. But once we had visited Aroa, its biodiversity won us over. Good Hope Mountain has ice, Infinity is surrounded by fields, and the swamps of Finn Bog sport as harsh conditions as any good drone tester could wish for. We fell in love with the place. I bought the lease from the U.S. government.
And now these are your islands. No government but Skeltec.
Well, avoiding government regulation was a factor.
Oh, I'll bet it was. I need more about Paula Madeira. How long have you known her?
Years. I hired her right out of grad school. Actually, she was still in grad school. She was only 20, but she was just so smart. I knew that with her, I could lay the foundation of Skeltec's advanced drone program.
But are you friends? Was there something else going on, or what? There's something here I'm missing.
I think hiring her so young, she never really learned the art of adapting. She didn't like working with Walker. I could have handled her differently. I know I need to talk to her about that.
You didn't answer my question.
It hurt. She was so special and one of the first to truly believe. And in hindsight, she was also right. She saw right through Walker. She was immune to his charm. And I was deaf to her warnings.
Sometimes it seems like Harmony's the only Skeltec kid in Aroa.
I don't know. We invited more people to Aroa who had children, but most of them turned us down. It was kind of great having Harmony around.
Well, I'm glad it worked out the way it did. There ain't so many kids out in Aroa for me to worry about.
Believe me, worrying about Harmony is enough.
You two seem to get along.
Yeah? She treats me like another kid. She's smart, but having her around helps me see things with new eyes.
But aside from her dad, she has no one else here?
No, just me.
So, what does a billionaire arms dealer do? You know, whenever he's not manufacturing killing machines.
Skeltec is responsible for an extensive catalog of inventions over the past decades.
I'm listening.
Our first economically viable autonomous machine was the Skel Farmer, a harvester capable of recognizing the range and rightness of crops. Since then, it's found unintended utility in mining and forestry.
So explain to me how you got here. From farming drones to war machines.
Our next invention, the Skel Transporter, was the first affordable smart delivery device, a new standard in the industry. The Skel Doctor may interest you, an advanced cousin specialized to carry sensitive medical supplies. You could easily shoot one out of the sky to steal its payload.
Could be useful.
Our Cherubim City and Sky models behave like mobile CCTVs, capable of facial and behavioral identification, and alert authorities in real time. I suggest you steer clear of them if you want to move undetected.
I'll keep that in mind.
My point is that I have dedicated my life to improving the human condition and relieving the population from the crushing weight of repetitive work.
Well, let's see if we can make sure your legacy's intact at the end of this. Stay out of trouble.
Focus is my forte.
What can you tell me about the Natural Hazards Control?
The NHC? How do you know about that?
I saw a station on Good Hope Mountain.
Ah, yes. That's our contingency.
Contingency?
We're out in the middle of nowhere. We need to be able to protect ourselves in the event of a natural disaster. Once the volcano on Gollum Island went active, well, we had to do something to make sure that everyone on Aroa felt safe.
And how exactly is Skell planning to keep people safe against a volcano?
Massive shelters, enough to house 30,000 people, the whole island. They're also designed to protect against hurricanes and tsunamis. The NHC is also in constant contact with a weather station to warn us about any threats. Like everything Skell does, he built it to the extreme.
And I'm willing to bet that means they're under heavy surveillance. Fox, I have to tell you something.
What? What's wrong?
Not all of the scientists made it. Some died in Herzog's prison.
But they were just scientists. These goddamn tyrants are always preying upon scientists. They treat us like they're little toys, using us to make themselves more powerful and then throwing us away like we're nothing.
They had to know there was some risk when they signed up to secretly develop weapons.
No. Scientists use science for good. It's the men who own it who choose to do evil.
It doesn't matter anymore. The dead are the dead. They're not good or evil, they're just dead. No need to judge them anymore.
Well, I knew them, and I can assure you they were good.
Listen, this must be a lot to take right now. So why don't you get some rest? This fight isn't over. We still need you.
You're right. Thank you for saving the ones you could.
Thanks for the help, Fox. I'll see you later.
You're under arrest. Let's be calm about this. Oh, God. Ghosts, wolves. I don't know where he
Just
is.
names.
I haven't seen
Everybody's
Ballard
got
in
guns
weeks.
that fire
I
bullets.
swear. Damn talented, though.
Contact! Eyes on enemy! I hit him! Yeah! Hey, reloading! Come on, keep firing!
Good chance her neighbor was the last person to have had eyes on Madeira. Follow the breadcrumbs.
Faye, what's the latest?
Know where James Scott is? Help Sentinel find him, and you can earn up to...
Hey, pal. I'm looking for your neighbor, Paula Madeira.
Oh, I haven't seen her around for a while. She just left one day. I heard Sentinel has a new engineer continuing her work.
Who knows where Paula went?
Nah, there was some guy, Daggero. She used to meet in Aurora's parliament. It sounded like he was one of those protest kids.
Thanks.
Wait, what? Shit.
Tell me more about this. Now.
Please don't kill me. I've said everything I know.
Yeah, let's move!
Come out!
Those assholes are here! Keep a lookout.
Keep looking. We'll find them.
Stay alert, we got hostiles in the area. Moving to cover! Hey, stay alert for hostiles! Stay focused, soldiers! Getting to cover! Stay alert, we got hostiles in here. How are they?
We got company. Stay focused.
Hey, stay alert for hostiles!
I got hostiles over here.
Give them hell! Stay focused, stay focused! Deploying drone! Take that shit! The prisoners are escaping and I'm taking fire! Roger, hang tight. Moving to cover!
Stay here. Drop him!
Looks like Madeira was transferred. I wonder if that Goro knows anything about where they took her.
Don't let these pricks
Get him!
in here. Don't let anything live.
Taking some cover.
Keep your heads.
Kill 'em all!
You, know Paula Madeira? The drone engineer.
What are you saying?
She makes drones. Like the ones flying all over the island killing folks.
Hey, I don't care what you heard. There's no way she'd work for Sentinel. She's one of us. She's brave as hell, and she's an outcast.
So why'd she make drones in the first place?
Who the hell are you, man?
Relax. I'm a friend. I was on one of the helicopters that crashed.
Let's get to a safe house. We can talk there. What's your name?
Nomad. What's yours?
Degoro Ito.
The hell are you doing in the most technologically advanced place on Earth if you don't like technology?
I'm not a Luddite, man. I'm just opposed to transhumanism.
When a person becomes more than human, right?
Other than human. Our motto, or one of them anyway, is remember the Neanderthals. Neanderthals and modern humans had a common ancestor, but modern humans drove the Neanderthals to extinction. Or at least, they contributed to it.
Well, for now, I'll just worry about other humans making me extinct. You want to tell me where Paula Madeira is?
She's a good person. What do you want her for?
I'm working with some people to take down a sector of drones. We need her help.
I heard her name when they were talking about Restricted Area 01. She might be there.
So we know where she is. My guess, she's Sentinel's ace in the hole in the killer drone program.
Assholes! You're gonna get her, right? I don't give a shit what it takes.
Take it easy. I'll handle it.